Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with my favorite purchases of 2019. So my favorite perfumes or finds that I picked up in 2019. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. I've got quite a few here. And I'm just going to start with one that I have talked about a ton on my channel, so I don't want to spend a ton of time on it. That is Ariana Grande Cloud. This is one of my favorite purchases of 2019. It is one of my favorite releases of 2019 just because I think the quality for the money is just really good. This is a really beautiful dupe for Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge 540, which has gotten incredibly popular. I think there are many dupes on the market now. This is a really good one though. The lasting power on this is awesome. It's definitely 8 to 12 hours on this. You don't have to spray a ton on. It's just really good quality for being a celebrity fragrance, and I just adore this fragrance. Is it 100% dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540? No, but it is 95% to me a dupe, and you will definitely get the same experience with this as you would Baccarat Rouge 540. So I'm going to go ahead and get that one out of the way because that is one of my favorite perfumes that I picked up this year. Okay. The next one I have is a rather new purchase for me, but you can see this was full when I bought it, and I have already put quite a large dent into this one. This is Swiss Arabian Casablanca, and like I say, I have already put a rather large dent into this. I literally just got this a couple weeks ago, but this is so good. I picked this up because of my Instagram friend Jennifer. She had recommended this to me, and I adore this. This is one of my favorite oud fragrances I've ever smelled. It's quite sweet. It's got a lot of apple in it. It's got a lot of crispness in the top, but it dries down to this beautiful caramely oud fragrance. It lasts forever on the skin. I get a lot of compliments on this, and this is just one of the best finds of the year for me. This was like $41 on Amazon. You know the Amazon prices fluctuate though depending on the popularity of a product, and I think because this has gotten out there as being such a good fragrance, they have raised the price on it since I purchased mine, but I think it's only by like a few dollars, and I think if you wait, the price will probably go down again. But for the amount of perfume that you're getting in this bottle, which is like 3.4 ounces, it's 100 mils, 3.4 ounces. Incredible find, and a really wonderful deal. So there is that one. My next favorite find from the year, and I did not know that I had this because I just recently learned something about Dior's batch codes that made me realize what I had. So not only that, another perfumer here on YouTube called Jacqueline's Perfumery, she actually commented and she said that no, you have the original. And then like I say, I did some research on the batch codes and found out that yes, I do have an original, and that is the Dior Addict. So this is the original 2002 formulation of Dior Addict. I thought this was the 2012 version, so now that I know, I do have the 2004 or 2002 version. Sorry, my bottle is from 2004, and I also have the newest formulation. So I did not know that Dior reuses batch codes every 10 years. So that's given me a lot of insight into obviously when my bottle is from, and then another Dior perfume I have here. So when I looked this up, it was saying it was from 2014, so I was assuming that it was the 2012 formulation, which I believe is the second formulation that they did. But because they reuse batch codes every 10 years, it's saying this is from 2014, but it's actually from 2004 because by the time, it's so hard for me to explain, but basically 10 years had already passed by the time I looked at my batch code, and it was saying it was from 2014. Well, we know that by 2014, it did not have the gold ring on the top anymore. It didn't have the sprayer on the top anymore. I believe by 2014, it had the cap that you actually remove. So I do know that mine is a batch code that has been reused. It is older than 10 years, and it is a 2004 formulation. and it's stunning. I did buy it as a partial bottle. It's about this full, so I've got about a third of a bottle left. But anyways, one of my favorite finds of the year, and I picked that up for a steal. Somebody was selling it on Mercari for, I don't know, 25, 30 bucks, something like that. Sticking in the Dior vein, I also picked up an old original formulation of the Miss Dior Cherie. This is also another Mercari find. When I hauled this, I had a lot of people telling me that this looked fake because the liquid wasn't this color. No, the liquid wasn't this color when this came out. My bottle is from 2006, so this bottle of Perfume is I don't know, 13 years old at this point. So this does have caramel in it. This does have vanilla in it. Those are notes that are known to darken over time. So yes, the liquid has darkened, and this is absolutely authentic though. It's got the notes engraved in the glass on the side. It's got the batch code engraved in the glass. The batch code again is over 10 years old, so it was telling me that this was from 2013. Well, we know that by 2013 they did not have the caramel popcorn note in this perfume anymore, so go back 10 years, which is where my batch code is from, and this is not 2013, I'm sorry, 2016. This is a bottle from 2006, and I believe the original formulation came out in 2005. So anyways, I bought this from an individual, and she had had it for years and years, and like I say, this is absolutely a beautiful, authentic bottle of the original formulation of Miss Dior Cherie, and I had been looking for a bottle of this for at least 2 years now, and I'm so happy that I finally found one for a good price. Okay, moving right along. Another favorite find of the year, or not find, just it was a blind buy, and it was a very successful blind buy, and that is Van Cleef Arpels, and this is Orchidee Vanille, and this is just a really gorgeous, and this is from the collection Extraordinaire. I picked this up off of Fragrance Net. Mine does have a tester sticker on the side. It did come in a white tester box. This is a gorgeous, this is a 75 ml bottle, which is 2.5 ounces. And this is just a really beautiful, spicy vanilla. It's got a lot going on in there. It's got this really pretty charm, but this is a really complex, creamy, warm, spicy vanilla. Really, really beautiful. Definitely one of my favorite purchases of the year. Okay, my next one is another vintage that I am so happy I finally picked up because I've been wanting this forever, and that is Dior's Midnight Poison. So I did find this year. This is gorgeous. This is a very deep, dark, rich, bold, heavy, heavy fragrance. This is definitely perfect for wintertime. This is not being made anymore, and I can't remember when my bottle is from. I just looked it up, but I can't remember exactly when it's from. It was from one of the last years that they produced it, so it's not like super, super old, but it's not new either. It's definitely not considered vintage yet, I don't believe. But it's gorgeous, and I'm really, really happy that I was able to find a bottle of that. Okay, moving right along, I've just got a couple left. One of my favorite releases from Laird this year was Mia's Blend. So this is beautiful. This is tonka and myrrh. It's just got a lot going on in it. It's warm, it's cozy, it's totally unisex. I just had a viewer comment on one of my videos, on one of my Laird videos where I was mentioning this perfume, asking me if I felt like this would be good on a man. Absolutely. This is stunning. It's perfectly unisex. It doesn't lean masculine, it doesn't lean feminine. It's just very perfectly unisex, and it would be gorgeous on a man or a woman. It's just a beautiful, warm, cozy, like I say, myrrh and tonka fragrance that is perfect for this time of year, and I absolutely love that one. One of my favorite releases from Laird. And then my very last one is the one that kind of got me back into citrus perfumes, because years and years ago, like back in the early 2000s, I was obsessed with citrus perfumes. I loved anything that was really bright and crisp and citrusy, and then as time went on, I kind of got more into deeper, darker fragrances with notes like patchouli and amber and vanilla, and just warm, cozy fragrances have kind of been my vibe, deeper, darker things. But this fragrance actually got me back into loving citrus perfumes, and that is 4711 Nouveau Cologne. Now, this is a super, super old cologne from Germany, and it's so, so good. This is it's just a really beautiful, bright citrus perfume. It's got, I think, like orange and lemon and lime and all the citrus notes in it. It lasts really, really well on the skin for being a citrus perfume, and I absolutely love this in the summertime. It was a super, super cheap find. I think I paid like $11 for this bottle. I've got my eye on the vintage formulation of this, because this is a new formulation, and I want to get my hands on the vintage formulation so that I can do like a compare and contrast with it. But yeah, I really, really adore this fragrance for summertime, and I'm super happy I picked this up because it really got me back into citrus perfumes. So, one of my favorite purchases of 2019. So anyways, guys, those were my favorites, my favorite finds for the year, my favorite kind of gems that I found, and things that I loved in the year of 2019, or my favorite things that I picked up this year, sorry. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.